Folks, this is the second ever PowerPoint with Friends stream here on Save Data Team. We swapped out most of the people this time. Starting off this time is going to be Chris. Hey, basically the way this is going to work, if you're watching live, everyone's going to present their PowerPoints. At the end, you get to vote to decide which one you thought was the best or most persuasive.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely evening. My name is Chris. I'll be taking you through life. Or rather, a scathing look into what it takes to truly live by award winner Chris Elliott, who is alive despite any reports saying otherwise. Brought to you by our friends at Chef Boyardee. Today, we're examining... hold on. This is the wrong presentation. It's definitely the wrong presentation. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how this got in there. Today we're looking at when exactly am I going to die?
Okay.
Now, we all struggle with death. It's terrifying. You don't know what comes after. Does heaven exist? Probably not. Does hell exist? Probably not. Does Nirvana exist? No, they're a band that don't exist anymore, although Dave Grohl does still make music. When are any of us gonna die? If we're gonna make this discovery today of when am I going to die, little old me, we need a baseline. We need to understand some solid facts here, and the answer to that is roughly 73 years on average is like when you're gonna croak, give or take. This graph I have, is the overall like death rate charts for the U.S. It looks precipitously terrifying at the end, which is fucked up, but that's a COVID thing, I think. Let's just go ahead and say 73 years on average is when a given person is going to die. That gives us a baseline to work off of. However, we're not talking about an average person here. We're talking about me, baby. And I'm a stud. When am I going to die? So, in order to figure this out better, I did the only reasonable thing, which is something we should all really do when we're, looking at health things. I consulted medical professionals on this matter.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
You're a medical professional.
Uh-huh.
When am I gonna die?
Fucking
It depends.
Can you give me like a year? Like what age I'll be?
Probably like 77.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Bye. 77 years is what my friend Ravi, friend of the show, Ravi, has said. And he is a nurse, so he would know these kind of things. However, as we all know, whenever getting medical advice, you should always get a second opinion. So that's why I did my own research.
Oh, yay.
Oh no.
Which is something that, as once again, we all know, everyone's qualified to do. And when you do your own research, good things happen, like a certain president.
Oh no.
So, I consulted top medical minds on the situation. And I went deep. I got all the data I needed, weight, height, social security information, stuff like that. And they gave me some solid dates here, some numbers. Now, you're probably noticing something. And it's that this fucking internet lifespan calculator came up with the same estimated age as my friend who has 2 medical degrees. The other one says 37 years, which if you do the math and add that shit up, equals 77 fucking years. It's technically 76 for 10 months, but we're going to round up. Are you kidding me? That's 2 separate tests that came up with that information. But
Counting womb time.
I'm not satisfied with that. Because if we're assuming an average lifespan of 73 years, I will live 4 years longer than average. Once again, I am not average. So, I think I'll live longer than medical professionals and the internet think I will. Thank you.
Can we add that date to the save data calendar? The one that
I did my own research on my previously done research because that shit wasn't satisfying, now was it? I think I'll live to 212 years old, roughly, give or take, and 77 is a substantially smaller number than that. So, I need to get my headspace right here. I need to figure out where this fucking discrepancy is coming from, because they ain't adding up if I'm going to live to be 200 years old. So, took a step back, I calmed down, and I thought, okay, what am I not calculating here? What am I missing? What is possibly bringing down my life total that I'm forgetting about? And then I thought of an old classic adage. A pack of cigarettes takes a year off of your life. Now, I don't know if anyone else has heard this in their life. I heard it all the time because this is something my mother used to say all the time. And for those of you that know me, I used to smoke cigarettes. Here's a reference image of the respectable kinds of cigarettes. Really, you want to start on the left, and if you end up on the right, that's okay, but you want to start on the left here. Smoking is cool. This is something we have to worry about in America. I started smoking at roughly 18. I quit smoking 24-ish, might have been close to 23, close to 25. I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. Let's call it 24. I smoked at my lowest like 2 cigarettes a day on average. I smoked a half pack a day for probably a full year. Who's to say? And I've smoked a full pack a day like maybe 10 times total. Couldn't tell you. I also smoked a lot of weed during this whole time, and I don't want to have to factor that in because there's too much science around whether or not weed makes you live longer or less. So let's just round up and call that half a pack a day for 6 years to make the math easy. If 1 full pack equals 1 full year of life, and we have 365 days times 6 years equals 2,190 days. If we assume 2 days per 1 pack of cigarettes and 1 year of life per pack, in order to get the amount of years we take off Chris's life, we need to multiply the number of smoking packs by day per pack per day. That is 2,190 times 0.5 or 2,190 divided by 2. It's the same bitch.
No math.
That equals 1,095. Assuming an average lifespan of 73 years, Chris will live to be negative 1,022 years old. So from this, we can make a new conclusion. I don't think my mom was correct about the whole pack of cigarettes takes a year off of your life thing. However, if we're looking at negative 1,022 years, I think that's probably off, at least by a little bit. But I still think there's something to be said about like things you do can reduce your life capacity and like your overall life. So I started thinking, what else can take time off of your life? Anyone?
Not breathing.
Sorry, the things we're looking for was hot dogs. Eating a hot dog can take 36 minutes off of your life, says a study as recent as 2021, brought to us by Lauren M. Johnson over at CNN. I have also heard the thing that hot dogs can take a year off of your life. I don't think that's true either. So, does Chris eat a lot of hot dogs? Does this even factor in? Well, I go to Costco sometimes. And my wife and I go to Costco. Vic's here. We probably go to Costco once a month, give or take. Let's just call it 12 times a year just to make it easy. And let's assume I get a hot dog every single time I go to Costco. I also probably buy a pack or 2 of hot dogs a year and ingest them. However, those aren't really good enough hard numbers to work with here. How many hot dogs have I actually eaten? Luckily, I, like every American, keep a hot dog counter to make sure that I know how many hot dogs I've eaten in my life. Something that we all can appreciate and know. Everyone does this. And currently that is sitting at 14,597 hot dogs. To make that easier, let's just call that 46,600, just to round up and give us some even math to work with here. 97's not a great number to do division around. So, 36 minutes per dog and 14,000-ish dogs, 40,600-ish dogs. Now, all we need is the minutes per year, and we're good to go. And there is, how many minutes in a year? There's,
Oh, God.
We're gonna claim for this.
Chris, we're gonna get claimed for this. What the fuck? God damn it. Somebody
Just sing over it.
Please.
Chris,
Oh my god.
1,900.
Rosario Dawson. She's pretty cool. Tay Diggs. Oh man, I forgot Tay Diggs was in this
Oh,
movie.
I can just
Holy
mute the
shit.
stream. What am I doing?
I mean, I don't know.
I fixed
Okay.
No, don't mute it. Come on, what the fuck? It's fine.
Such a long video.
Fine. That's not how fair use works. You can't just take people's shit.
Oh, right, 5,000. So, if 36 minutes per dog and 14,600 dogs, we multiply those together, we get, 525,600. And, hold on, wasn't that the same number as...
God damn it.
God fucking.
Oh, wow, it was all the same number. That's crazy. So, if we assume an average lifespan of 73 years... and Chris has eaten the exact number of hot dogs to take one total year off of his life, putting him at exactly 72 years of life total. Conclusion. Joey Chestnut's probably fine, actually. Like, 14,600 is an unfathomably large number of hot dogs. I had to lie and make a fake counter at 14,000, whatever the fuck it was, and then round up to even make this joke feasible. There's no way he's eaten that number of hot dogs in his life. Joey Chestnut has probably not even taken a year off of his life eating the insane number of hot dogs that he
Zach
has
in
eaten
the
in
chat
his
says
life.
he's dead.
Zach. Yes.
No, it was a joke. Like, he's not actually dead, but like he's eaten enough hot dogs that he. Sorry, I missed, he's
Fake
not.
news,
It's not an
folks.
alert. It's not an alert.
Okay.
No, seriously. Joey Chestnut. His record is 83 hot dogs. If he did that every single day, it would take him 176 days to eat that many hot dogs, 14,600. If he's already 40 years old, if he starts eating at max capacity starting right now during this extra live stream where you can donate to help the big, beautiful children, and we assume an average lifespan of 73 years, Joey Chestnut will die at 51. That's over 160,000 dogs. And if we take that, along with all of our other learnings today, Chris will not outlive professional eater Joey Chestnut. Because Chris died over 1,000 years ago on account of all those cigarettes. Please watch Savington to carry on his legacy. Thank you for ruining my jokes by talking over them. Fuck you.
Listen, it's what Joey would have wanted.
Oh my god.
Oh, incredible, Vic. Incredible.
Welcome. This presentation before you today has been presented and crafted by myself, Professor Vic Elliott. Reader and viewer discretion is advised, so children, leave. Don't be here. I don't want you here. So it's not appropriate anyway. We're starting off with a brief introduction. If you're not familiar with werewolves, here's a very brief rundown. People turn into wolves. And the origins of this myth is highly debated. Is it Proto-Indo-European? Did it come from ancient Greece? Did it come from Rome? It's a whole thing. All you need to know is human plus wolf equal werewolf. That's it. We're not going to get into the shapeshifters, and then there's the ones that it's like a genuine curse. It's like, we're not going there. We're going to talk about bangable monsters. So, some may say that not all monsters are fuckable. But here at Sexy Monster Incorporated, we say any and all monsters should be considered, or at least any monster that came to my mind while I was making this. So, stay tuned for a ranking of all available monsters in which werewolves ultimately come out on top. So, we have to start with, of course, vampires. We got some pros and we have some cons. Pros, most likely very experienced. Some of them are thousands of years old. They gotta know what they're doing by now. They're just objectively powerful and evil. That's hot for most people. Most myths do say that they are supernaturally beautiful. So, like, cool. Also, Thrall's supposed to be fine. So I'm sure that won't be a problem. The cons are the potential for blood or life loss, because, like, that sucks. Vampires are usually cold physically and emotionally. So they're not gonna be emotionally available, and it's gonna be like fucking a piece of ice. So I don't know how people feel about that. And then also Thrall. What if it's not good? I heard sometimes it's not a great time. So that's a con. And here's a picture of Edward Cullen, who doesn't count as a real vampire. Now we're moving on to goblins. Pros. What those teeth do. Cute. And also, have to make the inches up somewhere. Cons. Anti-Semitic connotations.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then also, in some myths, they're just straight up annoying, and like, I don't want that. Next, moving on to orcs. Pros. Big. Hot. Can fight. Strong. Cons. Could probably crush you and is definitely not interested in you. So that's out. Next, we move on to a dragon. Pros. They can fly. They are always warm, so, you know, if you're someone that is, like, cold, you know, hang out with a dragon. They're probably, like, super gentle. It strikes me as one of those things where they're, like, super big, but also they don't want to kill you. Alternatively, they could crush you and burn you to death, and they're probably incredibly clingy, because they're going to consider you as part of their horde. It's going to be a whole thing. There's also the anatomical issues.
There's
No
a whole
matter
website
what.
that begs to differ if those are an issue or not.
It's a bad website.
There's seriously are ones. I do have weak bones, and I don't want to be crushed. A bitch has got arthritis. Moving on. Literally. Centaurs. Pros. Hung like a, you know. Always shirtless. That's great. Cons. Half horse. I don't know about you. Horses just like poop when they want, and I don't like it the way it looks, and it's like, there's no centaur pants. Like, whatever. Also, they can't, like, lay in the bed with you, because that would just be, like, awkward. It seems like they're going to take up a lot of space. It's just, there's not going to be, like, very good aftercare. So, centaurs, probably out. Next we have the mermaid siren, and I'm going to specify modern media here, because we're not getting into the ones that are, like, half bird, and, like, you know, whatever. But, pros. Pretty, or at least the illusion of pretty while things are happening. So, you know, that's pretty good. They're used to not breathing for extended periods of time, and you can fill in why that would be important for yourself. Cons. They're not going to know shit about human anatomy. Like, it just feels like something that they're not really going to understand. And then also, obviously, the cons is they most likely have some sort of cloaca situation, which... I don't know about you.
No, you don't need to say anything. We all get it. That's a negative. That's a pure con.
So ultimately, that leaves us with werewolves.
Awesome.
I present Exhibit A. Exhibit B, we have Teen Wolf. Can't forget about Teen Wolf. And then last but not least, the wonderful thing that the existence of werewolves.
Wow.
I fucking hate the bottom right word.
Slick?
Yeah, I did. Listen, that is why I said all monsters that I could think of while I was making the presentation. I couldn't say all monsters in general. I left out tentacle monsters, and I was gonna add them, and then I didn't have the time. So, you know what, guys? This is what you got.
Why does it say
Werewolves.
mate twice in the bottom right corner?
I don't know, but the K word's on here twice.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it says
repeat
mate,
that.
and then it says unmated. Oh, no, it does say mate twice. Well, anyway. AO3 was never a mistake. It's wonderful, and it's great. And I was going to give you guys fic recs, but you know what? I think I'm going to keep those to myself.
I think that's for the best.
So,
No word about me getting us demonetized, by the way.
I hope you are all aware. Werewolves.
Aware wolves, if you will.
Yeah, a werewolves.
Werewolves? Huh?
Oh, nodding is definitely in there. Don't
Are we all ready?
Carl,
No.
Are you all
Legitimately.
okay?
Oh, Carl,
Folks.
don't go.
I'm kidding.
Sorry.
Carl, go.
Okay, we're not kidding.
Action, Orson.
Can Carl go? Okay.
Yeah, Carl, you can go.
Folks.
The French.
Well, I was thinking about a subject really to go. First of all, hello. A subject for my PowerPoint. There was an internal battle, and I really, what ties us all together at the end of the day? And what better of a thought than life? And what does it really mean to live? By award winner Karl, who is alive despite reports saying otherwise. Sponsored by Chef Boyardee, by the way. So, this is the wrong. This is the wrong present. Sorry, guys. What exactly? Double click. So, for real though, this time, folks. Hello, subtitle. I'm here to talk about matters that are important to me, and what more important than. Guys, Ian Gibson, hero or menace?
Oh, no.
Now, here's the thing.
Oh no!
In today's world, now, thing is, before we go forward, before you lash out at me, I took permission. See, I messaged William, Hunt 270. I said, hey. I said, hey,
no.
Will.
I've been had.
It's a January 6th joke in poor taste right now. To which Will said, I hope not. Folks, Will hasn't presented yet. I'm terrified of what Will has done. And we're going to find out shortly in roughly 10 minutes. Okay, no, but seriously, this isn't the actual PowerPoint. I would never, despite what's on screen, I would never do this to you, to us, really to Zach, because he would destroy me. So what is this actually about? Seriously now. Guys, Peter Parker fucks, literally. Now, I hear you wonder why bring this up and what's happening on screen right now.
Oh, please.
Now, there has been this narrative that the guy is a nerd, the guy doesn't know how to talk to women, can't hold a marriage, dare I say. Now, I'm going to switch slides because one of these characters is problematic. Now, people took out at my dear boy, Andrew Garfield, said he was too handsome, too cool to be a nerd. Now look at that bicep vein on the left. I just wanted to point that out. And I just say horseshit. Because guys, Peter, Peter, let me just tell you one thing. He keeps that blicky tuck on all times. And I'm going to just show you why. This is a list of some of the lovers that Peter has had over the years, since the 60s. One of which I realized I forgot to write down. Two of which. We got Mary Jane Watson. We got Gwen Stacy, my goat. Felicia Hardy, the throat goat. Carly Cooper, Kitty Pryde. Sophia Sandoval. Emma Frost, Silver Sable, Betty Brant. Sarah Rushman, Bobby Moore, Cindy Moon, moderately problematic. Michelle Gonzalez, Leon Tang, Captain Marvel, yes! Carol Danvers, Deborah Whitman, Jill Stacy, Sissy Ironwood. A Sissy Ironwood reference in 2024 is insane. Jean DeWolf, who was, by the way, a cop that was killed by a guy called Sin Eater. Guys, the jokes write themselves. Anna Maria Marconi, sort of. And Karl S. No, wait, that wasn't supposed to be on here.
I know like 6 of
Sorry,
those.
that was just... This was on our. Let's just skip this one. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Nothing happened, guys. Let's hang in there. Take it 2 seconds. We're taking 2 seconds. Let's reset our morale right now. Oh, sorry, that was from the other side. Let's skip over that, guys. Peter Parker. Does Peter Parker have a small penis? I hear you ask. Now, don't worry about what's out of frame right now. It doesn't really matter. No, Vic, no. The hit artist Tracy's Cops, who, I would never know anything about, who does supposedly Rule 34 things, has made multiple comics, including the image, not the image on screen right now, and has confirmed that, in fact, Peter does not have a small penis. So, guys, hold on. Spider-Man Riz Party. When those who know. So, anyway, get hyped, because what's gonna happen right now? Vic, I did this for you. What's happening right? You did this. Guys, what brings us all together today, if not the Omegaverse?
No!
We are here to talk. Guys, what is Peter? What is Spider-Man, if not someone in the Omegaverse? But what kind of sign? What dynamic are we talking about? That's what I really went in today wanting to find out. So, no, actually. I went into this wanting to find out what Peter was. So, I did a quiz. I did 2 quizzes. I answered 60 questions. One of which this is not a bit. One of the questions was, if I were to lick someone's slick, what taste would I want it to be? I went through this for you.
And y'all are worried about me getting us demonetized. I just want to be clear about that.
Now, just to update you guys. The Spider-Man expert.
Thank you.
Since the kid, have been here. I got you, dude. And I'm the resident expert here, which is why I'm giving myself the authority to answer this. First of all, let's talk about the Omegaverse dynamics. We got the alpha. Vic, if this is wrong, I'm sorry. We got the... Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you haven't watched the first episode, what the fuck's wrong with you? Go watch that. Vic did a better job than me. We got the alpha, who's more so the leader. The dom, dare I say. Aggressively protective. We got the gamma, independent, a lone wolf. Not easily impressed. Subdominant. What does that mean? I have no fucking clue. We got the beta, supporter.
No, let's talk.
Yes?
In most ABO things, they don't have like all of the other sub ones, but these are used occasionally, so it is technically correct.
That's kind of correct.
We got the supporter, the reliable, eager to prove themselves. They're sub, they're dom, they switch it up. It's fun, it's spicy. We got the delta, approachable, easygoing. Omega, caretaker, loving, gentle, homemaker. Shout out to all my subs out there. And we got the Sigma, Ligma balls. And we're going to move forward. I answered these questions, and I came to the conclusion that, guys, motherfucker's a protective beta. He's a beta. He's supportive. He's there.
Oh, no.
Are we human, guys? Okay. So protective beta, we've been over this. Who yabba dabba fucking did it? I don't know. Do you? None of us do. And this PNG that I found randomly, we've been over this. We talked about it. I don't know what it is, where it's been.
What?
And this is the old end screen I used to use on my YouTube videos. Why is it here? Because I didn't have a good way to end this. Thanks for watching.
Ta-ra! Do we have time for a Q&A? You know about Spider-Man. What's up with the radioactive cum?
So that was in the Spider-Man Reign comic book, which got a sequel recently. It's like subliminal messaging that Mary Jane died because of his jizz, and the dude the radioactive things went into his sperm, and the sperm went gazizz, and it eventually made her get cancer, and she died.
Is that how cancer works?
I don't know why I get like heart palpitations when I stream with you guys. Probably because you have an audience, and probably because they're younger than 18. But you know, we just have to hang out with it. Here we go. Buckle in, everybody. Buckle in. Okay, so first we've got this. This is a map. I'm just kidding. This isn't my topic. Oh wow, I got that one off the. Oh, that's weird.
No.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation. Notice the date. Gotta get a joke in there. This is for Save Data Extra Life 2024. In case they try to silence me. Deus Mortis Est. I don't know how to pronounce the rest of it. So. Okay, here we go. A little bit about me, folks, just in case you're curious. My name's Will. I chugged a Sprite at Extra Life last weekend in a green screen suit. There's a video of that on our Discord.
That hurt a lot.
Chris started working at my job once, and now we're friends, and I have to be friends with Zach too, I guess, even though he wasn't with me on January 6th. And he definitely wasn't in Jersey City, as he claims in his autobiography, Zach Crackle Pop. That'll be out in theaters soon. There will be, that's a QR code. I don't remember where it goes.
Oh, fuck, that's good.
So just enjoy that. Subpixelfilms.com is where you can find my stuff. We are starting an OnlyFans. They did deny it because I have to get release forms from the other members of Subpixel. So my works, my 40-pound husband, if anyone's ever seen that, that was on TLC.
Yeah, that was good.
So you broke into the Capitol, now what? That was a hit podcast I hosted with the former voice actor for Jimmy Pesto. And Would You Rather from Chris. It looks like 4 stars. It's actually 2 stars. They did the old trick there. I'm scared because I don't remember what the next slide is, but we're just going to hold each other's hands and we're just going to go in. Folks, what the hell is up with Peter Stormare's fridge in the 2002 hit film Minority Report? What the fuck is up with this fridge?
How do you pronounce his last name?
Yes, it's pronounced Stormare in whatever. I think he's Swedish. This was on a podcast once. That's the only reason I remember it. I'll call him Stormare for you Americans.
Thank you.
But it's Stormare. So, just so you know. Moving on. Most Venerable Will, Holy Police. Can we get some context here? Of course you can, my sweeties. That's Tom Cruise. He's a Scientologist. Minority Report from 2002, 1 year after, you know. Directed by Steven Spielberg. For you young kids out there, Steven Spielberg is the critically acclaimed director of the BFG.
Nice.
Fantastic movie, based off the Roald Dahl book of the same name. It stars Tom Cruise, who I already mentioned. Max von Sydow, he was in The Force Awakens, as well as The Seventh Seal. We've got Neil McDonough, who went to my high school. He's a pretty cool guy. We've got Peter Stormare. He's pretty cool. He's in a lot of things. There are several women in this movie. So just get excited about that. And because I feel bad about that joke, Colin Farrell is also there. He's pretty great. But your highly exalted one, chief bringer of hilarity and joy, what is it about? What is this Minority Report about? And I know in 2024 that is a terrible name for a movie because it sounds like Donald Trump's policy on the border. But what it is a movie based on a Philip K. Dick novel. In the year 2054 AD, crime is virtually eliminated from Washington, D.C. thanks to an elite law enforcing squad called Pre-Crime. Yes, Pre-Crime.
You can still get pregnant from pre-crime.
They use 3 gifted human beings called precogs with a special ability to see into the future, predict crimes beforehand. John Anderton, that's Tom Cruise, heads pre-crime. He does. He believes the system's flawless at best. However, one day the precogs predict that he is going to commit a murder in the next 36 hours. Worse, Anderton doesn't even know the victim. He decides to get to the mystery's core by finding out that the Minority Report, which exists, is the prediction of a female precog, Agatha, that might tell a different story and prove Anderton innocent. Basically, sometimes they can be wrong. And from reading this, I didn't rewatch the movie, but I'm pretty sure they're just like, it's because she's a woman, which is kind of rough, if you ask me. 2002, folks, it was a different world. We hated everything. So you may be wondering what the hell is up with Peter Stormare's fridge in the 2002 hit film Minority Report. If you forgot, that is the fridge in question. This is the scene in question, which I will play for you right now. Now, Tom Cruise has gotten his eyes removed because they're tracking him, and he got new eyes to replace his old eyes, and he can't take the mask thing off for 12 hours. So the guy, Peter Stormare, the doctor, he sets up a rope, one rope to the bathroom, one rope to the fridge. Here we go. You probably can't hear this, but if you can, enjoy.
We can't, but we don't need to.
Yeah, here he is. He's stumbling over. First thing in here, toxic water. Yeah, let's drink that. Yep, that's fun. It's a fun thing. Okay, here we go. This is the big moment, folks. This is the huge moment. Refrigerator. Opens the refrigerator. It's kind of gross in here. Perfectly made sandwich. New milk, old milk in the back. Kind of gross. Disgusting food. Disgusting sandwich. What's he gonna do, folks? He can't see. Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna eat the gross sandwich. That's oh gross. Spit it out. Oh, you knocked over the good milk. Now you're gonna drink the bad milk.
I can't watch.
Oh, Tom Cruise, no. Tom Cruise
No!
drinking biohazard water.
How is this fucking happening?
Tom Cruise, what are you doing? Anyways, that's all you need to see. That was a movie clip brought to you by our friends at movieclips.com. Thank you, movieclips.com. How do I go to the next slide? No, I don't want to play it again. Okay, brief intermission to recover from that. Folks, transmission from the stars. From the critically acclaimed author Jake Terrio, who penned such hits as The Hollow Sun, A Goddess Trapped in Glass, and Slow Ship to Oblivion, comes an epic continuation of the Tin Can Galleon saga. Actor Jeremy Irons, while on the set for Die Hard with a Vengeance, said, "A book so good, you'll die."
Jeremy Ironside said that?
Hydra 1. Decades after losing contact with the distant Praetor system, a serious burst of energy is detected in Neptune's orbit. The JCA Hydra 1 is sent to investigate, but all they find when they arrive is a ghost ship, cold and abandoned. All alone in the night, at least until the stars around Neptune begin to tear. Wild stuff, folks. There's a QR code. I hope that goes to the book. Let's hope. Book facts. It's 403 pages long. It's in English. It's 737,832 kilobytes, $8.99 on Kindle, $15 paperback. But wait, folks, there's more. You can, for the low, low price of all 4 of the books combined, buy them on Amazon. So go do that. Jake Terrio. Apologies to the residents of Quebec. That's the end of the intermission. Oh, God, what is that? That was weird. Okay, let's analyze the fridge here. Okay, we've got good sandwich, good milk. We've got the Bosque pears, I think, in the background there,
Turnips,
and we've got gross milk in the back. Next, we've got gross upper shelf. We've got gross sandwich. We don't need to look at it too long. Okay, here's Tom Cruise reaching, hits the bottle of milk, the delicious nectar of cows, knocks it over. And immediately doesn't think, oh, I should pick up the milk bottle I knocked over. He touches the other milk bottle and drinks the gross milk. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Why does Tom Cruise not choose correctly? Is he stupid? Does the loss of one sense diminish others? It's possible. He does drink toxic water with no second thought. Doesn't even consider a smell test when putting the sandwich up to his mouth, but this is disproven because Daredevil exists and he lost his eyes and is a superhero. So that means blind people are superheroes. Does he like rotten food? Clearly not. He spits it out immediately. Is it a sex thing? Probably.
It's Tom Cruise. That's a good point.
What are the odds that he chooses the good meal? Choosing the right sandwich is a 50-50. Choosing the right milk is a 50-50. Choosing the right meal is priceless. For the rest, there's MasterCard. So just remember that. Let's refocus, though. Let's refocus. Why is the fridge like this? In the previous scene, Peter Stormare's character tells John, Tom Cruise, that Greta made him a sandwich and proceeds to put the milk into the fridge. So what are our options here? He's lazy and he doesn't clean his fridge. Okay, that makes sense. He did not know about the rotten food in the fridge. Okay. He did it on purpose to torture John. This is a screen grab of him grabbing the sandwich and milk before putting it in the fridge. Also, banger-looking sandwich. Thick tomato slices, lots of lettuce. Oh, it's just like, oof. Even rotten, I might consider it. Hypothesis number 1, he's lazy. That's it on that one. That's all you get. Hypothesis number 2, he didn't see it. Clearly not true, as this arrow shows. He's looking into the fridge. He saw it. Hypothesis number 3, he did it on purpose, doesn't seem to like John, is rather rough with him during and after the surgery. In conclusion, hypothesis 1, he's lazy, seems like the most likely in this scenario. Let's recheck the facts. He can clearly see inside the fridge. He places the good food in the most accessible shelf in front of the bad milk. I think that is the most he could do in this situation, is to make sure Tom Cruise does not reach for the bad milk or reach high with his short, stubby arms to get the gross sandwich. And instead, Tom Cruise is an idiot. Also, if he wanted to betray Tom Cruise by giving him gross, yucky food, he would have botched the eye surgery or turned him into pre-crime who are currently hunting him down. Thank you for coming to this.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know how we're voting for this, but I want Will to either come in first place or last place.
Okay, folks. Today,
Oh no.
don't worry, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry, Carl. Today we're gonna talk about the do's and don'ts of dadhood.
Okay.
Specifically, lessons in parenting from the worst dads in games and anime.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, dads. They're supposed to. Whoops. Well, that's fine.
Oh no.
We all make mistakes, just like dads sometimes, right? And you know what? The best place to learn from is our mistakes and the mistakes of others. We'll come back to him. It's fine.
Are you serious?
It's totally fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, like I don't know about you all, but I found that in my life, I learned the most from my mistakes and watching other people make mistakes, so that I know not to do a thing. Very good way to learn. So we're gonna go through a few examples of just the things to do and not to do, because I think it's important. Even like the worst dads, they usually have something, like maybe one thing, right? So we'll go through some of those. And to start off, let's learn. I gotta start off with that.
Oh, okay.
Case one. Case one is
Oh,
Mr.
not
Gendo
fucking-
Ikari. Mostly not a good guy, but he does do a couple good things. He provides food, housing, and other basic needs for his son, and like reunites with him and bonds over his mutual grief for his dead wife slash Shinji's dead mother. Good parenting things. Those are things you should do. Things you should not do, though. Do not emotionally manipulate your son into piloting a giant murder robot that you put his mother's soul into so that he can kill a bunch of angels. Don't do that. This is a bad lesson. Oh, Traveling Box, this presentation is about dads. That's
Obvious.
it. Also, don't use your son and his mom robot to initiate the rapture, erasing all of humanity from the face of the earth except for said son and a German girl to act as the new Adam and Eve. These are things you should not do as a parent, so we can learn from these. Don't do that. But main lesson from this is this stuff is not okay. It's not okay. All right? This is going to be a theme, okay? It's not okay.
Okay.
Case number 2, Shao Tucker.
God fucking damn it.
Oh my god.
Do...
Spell it?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's spelled weird. Do get your daughter a pet dog to keep her company while you're working overtime, because you're just a hard worker. You gotta provide for your family. Don't fuse your wife and an animal into a chimera to further your research, and then do the same thing again in 2 years with your daughter and the dog that you got her. Don't do that. It's not okay. Still not okay.
No.
Case number 3. Kratos.
Okay.
Okay, those are probably some of the worst ones. All right, we just got to get the obvious ones out of the way first. Everyone knows about those.
Yeah.
Case number 3. Do teach your children to question authority and fend for themselves. Those are good qualities for your kids to have. They should question. Don't murder your first wife and daughter.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't bring that baggage into your second marriage and second child. And then also don't not tell your son about his heritage to the point where he actually gets sick. Don't do that. It's not okay. It's not okay. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Don't worry about that. That's fine. That's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Next up on the list, we got case number 4, Kratos. Different from Kratos. They are
How
pronounced
dare you? Not the slide before this. That part's fine. How dare you bring up Kratos?
Do assist your son with his efforts to defeat a god and beat racism from the shadows. That's a positive thing to do. Big impact. Don't try to kill your son multiple times before that. Shouldn't do that. And also,
it's not suggested.
It's not suggested. You wouldn't think you could fight to the death like 3 or 4 times and no one died.
Yeah.
But somehow they managed to do it. And also, at the end, when you finally reunite with your son, don't fuck off and leave to outer space on a comet for the rest of eternity because you're immortal.
But Tim Curry's up there.
Space.
Okay.
It's still not okay. Case number 5, the king of
Yeah!
all cosmos.
Wow.
Do instill the values of agency and autonomy within your kids. Don't wreck all the planets and stars in the universe while on a drunken bender and force one of your kids to clean the whole thing up. And then these are all real, because if you're like me, you only played the first one, he doesn't get better. Don't create a tsunami in the ocean that washes away all the animals on the world, and then force your same son to fix it. And then also don't play tennis so hard that you create a black hole that destroys everything from the first game that your son fixed, and then make them do it again. Don't do that. It's not okay. Case number 6, Hojo.
Oh.
Do encourage your kids to try out STEM programs.
I'm not sure that's what I fucking call that, but okay.
Don't put your kids in the STEM program. They shouldn't be the experiments. Don't do that. Because it's not okay.
Not okay.
Case 7, the 4th Kazakage.
Oh.
Gotta get some
Fuck
safe
this
Databayo, right? Gotta get some safe Databayo in here.
Coming soon.
Do give your son rad sand manipulation powers. Objectively, cool as fuck powers.
Wait, did he even do that? Didn't the mom do that?
Don't
I
worry
mean, he was
about it.
involved.
Sure.
And well, there's stuff you don't know yet, Chris. You haven't watched far enough.
Raz disagrees. Go on.
Disagrees with everything. Don't raise your superpowered son to be a mass murder machine, send dozens of assassins to try and kill him, and then put your other kids in charge of him? For
I think that's something you
reasons
should
that
do.
don't make any... Well, except he can, like, kill him really
They're
easily.
older? I don't know. He didn't think that far about it.
I mean, he didn't, because they weren't as big a dicks as his dad. But yeah, don't do any of that. Might get you killed by a guy voiced by Steve Bloom.
Pervert.
It's still not okay.
Not okay.
Case number 8, my dad. So do be supportive and take an interest in your son's hobbies. That's a positive thing to do. Oh, we're gonna skip that. No. We're gonna just blow right past that one. Case number 9, Joel. Joel, do go on road trips with your adoptive daughter. Road trips are great for the soul. Don't stop your adoptive daughter from potentially saving the world by saving her without her consent, killing a bunch of doctors in the apocalypse, and then gaslighting the fuck out of her so she doesn't know you just committed mass murder. Yeah, don't do that. And I don't know if anyone else on the panel disagrees with me. I think Joel's a pretty bad dad. Sure seems like no one else does.
I agree, but I think that's the point. I think people are stupid.
Thank you, Chris. Because it's not okay to do that.
Not okay. Yeah, it's not okay.
And we gotta get one in for the Ace Attorney heads in here.
my
We got
God.
case number 10, Von Karma. Do set your children, whether they're adoptive or genetic, up for success in your family business. Set them up to be good prosecutors. Don't murder a dude and then adopt his son and raise him as if you totally didn't kill his dad. That's fucked up. Don't put your career above the lives of your children. And then don't frame the adopted son that you raised from childhood to adulthood and brought into your profession for murder and then try to prosecute him and put him in prison yourself out of some weird sense of revenge for the kid that you adopted. Didn't make sense to me either, but it's not okay. Don't do those things.
It's not okay.
And our
okay.
final case, our bonus
Oh,
case,
motherfucker.
we have
Yeah.
Goku.
Oh.
Hi, Raz. What's up? Hi.
He's like, I gotta tell you guys, it's not okay.
It's
He's right,
not
it's
okay.
It's not okay.
All right, bonus case. We got Goku. Do. This is the only thing he really does is save the world and universe, which does include your family.
He does it a lot, if that helps.
Does it a lot. It's kind of the only thing he does is fight stuff. Okay, let's start with the list.
Okay.
Don't put a Dragon Ball on your 4-year-old son's head that like treasure hunters and people want. They can just come and try and kill him and take it. He just put it on his head as a kid and was like, It's fine. No one will mess with him.
What?
It's dumb. Don't do that. You're just endangering your child. Don't abandon your family for days, weeks, months, or even years at a time just to go fight things. Frequent Gokuism. And also, don't sacrifice, like, years of your life and also your son's life in the time chamber, like, repeatedly, that you could have spent with the rest of family and loved ones, or, you know, giving your son an education that he wants. No, not gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
It's not
And
okay.
don't worry, I'm not done with
Okay.
fucking Goku yet.
Oh no.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Don't
no.
leave your son with a dude
Yeah.
who beats the living shit
Yeah.
out of him all the time.
Which one? He was like 3 times.
Hey, Chris, all of them.
Yeah, Piccolo's the answer, but yeah.
Pick one. Don't turn your sons into literal child soldiers, repeatedly having them battle like the strongest people in the universe. When Gohan fought Cell, he was 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
And he won, didn't he?
Sure did. Because the dad got himself killed specifically to make his son stronger. Let me traumatize you for strength. Great dad.
Yeah.
Great father. Also, don't force your son back into combat, even when he makes it very clear that he really just wants to go to school. Like, over and over again. He just wants to fucking go to school. Let him go to school. And I cannot believe I have to say this for the second time, maybe third time in this fucking PowerPoint. But don't fuse your son with another living being, even if they fight evil. We didn't need to make Gotenks. We didn't even know if they'd be able to separate afterwards. They're just like, oh, let's fuse these two kids together. It'll be fine. That's not things dads do.
God, I
Not
hate
good
Gotenks
ones.
so fucking much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goku, bad dad. Felt like he needed the most argument for me to say he was bad, so he got 3 slides.
Yeah.
Goku sucks as a dad.
He bad dad.
Now, if you want, it's still not
It's
okay.
not, it's
It's
not
not
okay.
okay. It's not okay.
Do you want a
Okay.
couple good father figures and a little palate cleanser at the end here?
Oh, please.
Oh no.
Number 1, Bowser.
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
yeah.
The worst thing Bowser really does that has to do with his relationship to his son and not like the kidnapping and all the other things. Worst thing that Bowser does is tells Bowser Jr. that a girl is his mom that is not his mom. That's
Yeah.
kind of the worst thing he does as a parent, which is pretty bad, but like otherwise he's pretty supportive. Pretty good dad. Helps out his son all the time. And maybe like one of the best father figures in animation in my opinion, Bob fucking Belcher.
Let's fucking go.
Bob
Hell
Belcher's
yeah.
great dad.
Okay.
You want to watch a show that has excellent dad representation, and if you want to see what I'm like on Thanksgiving, watch Bob's Burgers. Great show, great dad.
You sing Linda's song, I presume. We're
No,
having mashed potatoes.
no, I'm the
Bobby.
turkey freak that Bob is on Thanksgiving. I think that's the last line. That's it. Thank you all.
What, no Piccolo?
No, he beat the shit out of Gohan too.
Don't call it recency bias. David winning with 14 votes or 35%.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Shout out to Chris for letting me put in a slide.
I knew, David, as soon as you sent this to me, I was like, David's going to have a slide about his dad in there.